take the time to revisit previous inductees. The 2018 induction into the Great Club category of the Tasmanian Football Hall of Fame is the South Launceston Football Club and the two clubs who merged to form it, City South and East Launceston. Formed in 1879 as the Cornwall Football Club, City assumed their more familiar name the following year. The proud club is known as the Bulldogs, a name adopted upon the merger.
South Launceston had just formed. It was a club formed from City South and East Launceston. I think City had the ground and no money, and East had a little bit of money and no ground. So those two clubs merged. For the first couple of years that I was there, they had co-presidents. The players from both clubs came together, and that was quite difficult.
On Monday and Wednesday nights in a given week in the football season, East Launceston and Launceston trained on the ground, the whole seniors, reserves and under 19s, and on the Tuesday and Thursday, City South and North Launceston trained on the ground. That is 4 nights in a row where you had first, seconds and thirds of the club training on the ground. And the only thing that we had regret was if we used new footballs on the nights when we were training here and sharing it with North Launceston. If the new balls went down into the area, they came back worn out.
We enjoyed some really good wins on occasions, and of course North Launceston was our town rivals, and we were able to beat them a few times, which is really good.
Though no longer in the top flight of Tasmanian football, South Launceston proudly continues the legacies of the two great clubs who came together to form it, combining City South's relentless pursuit of success with the loyalty to the cause that made East Launceston so admired.
I look back and think about the good times, and there were some really good times. I've met some great people there that I'm still quite good friends with. And look, I'm glad I'm not coaching anymore, but it was a great 3 years of coaching.
I had a couple of years coaching there after I finished at the Tigers in '93. Thought I'd give me a taste at coaching and got the opportunity. Went over and had an interview with the South Launceston Footy Club and coached them from '94, '95. Hard work, but I really enjoyed it. It gave me an understanding of what it was all about.
When I first came back to Tasmania, a couple of my close friends were up at South Launceston, and they opened their arms and welcomed me in as a player in 2011. We had a pretty tough year that year. We only won 3 games. In 2012, we had another tough year. We only won 6 games, and at the end of that year, I was doubting myself whether I could be a coach. I was 22 years old and pretty uncomfortable about the whole thing, to be fair. And then in 2013, we galvanised as a group and we won the state premiership, which was fantastic and something I look back now I'm really proud of.
The Bulldogs have navigated the turbulent waters of Tasmanian football with their heads held high. And as well as their famous predecessors, fully deserve official recognition as one of Tasmanian football's great clubs.
It's necessary to say how much work has been done in the transformation of City South to South Launceston. The work that the volunteer people under the leadership of Rod Patterson has been absolutely wonderful, and a credit to those people for the club to still be going in the 100+ years that it's been in existence.
Probably came from nothing to become something. We faced plenty of challenges, but most of all we had a lot of community support, a lot of volunteers that gave up their time to provide and create an atmosphere for our young players to be the best players and people they could be. So I look back at my time at South Lonnie fondly and very proud of what we achieved over those 3 years.
calculate.